What's up, guys, and welcome back to my garage. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we finished up our 69 Chevelle SS right here, and we took it to the dyno where it made a whopping 1,400 horsepower, which is just insane, especially given that this is a naturally aspirated V8. You know, there's no turbochargers or big supercharger forced induction of any kind going on here. I was very, very surprised by it. So today we're going to be taking this thing down to the drag strip to hopefully beat our current best quarter mile time of around 9 seconds. I think it's got a good shot at it. I really do. But before we get to that, there are a couple of minor improvements, minor tweaks that I want to make to this thing, and I would also like to load up all this extra junk that we have in the shop into the back of our parts truck so we can take it down to Scapegoat and get a little bit of money back for it. So we'll link back up here in just a few minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We're already back up to 26,000 schmackaroonies chilling in the back pocket, but this right here is gonna be the big money maker, I think. So let's see how much we're gonna be able to get for it. 1,400 bucks. Not too shabby. That puts us up to $27,500. So now that we have that taken care of, let's head back to the shop so we can start on those minor improvements to the Chevelle that I was talking about. First things first, I just need to say thank you to the one guy who told me about the headlight covers for the Jesse, which they also work for our Jason. You know who you are. Big shouts out to you. They are a little on the expensive side at $230 a pop, but I'm just going to buy one for the time being to see if we could maybe use this little palette deal over here to color match them, if possible. The chrome would probably look fine as well, but I'm just a little curious. So we'll try the color change. I don't really expect it to work. Of course. Well, it is, to be fair, it is red now, but it's red chrome, so it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't really work, unfortunately. Oh, and now I need the pry tool just to pop that sucker back out of there. Maybe we can restore its original material. There we go. Otherwise, we would have just wasted, what, 230 bucks? I can't believe that's how expensive they are a piece, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's gonna look quite a bit better. I don't really care for being able to see like the screws around each individual headlight. Kind of looks a little weird. Unfortunately, there still isn't a Chevelle emblem or Chevelle badging, even when we're looking under the Jesse up here instead of the Jason. Bit of a bummer, but it's fine. You know what? We don't really even need that anyways. You can't look at this thing and be like, oh, I wonder what kind of car that is. It's a Chevelle. I mean, plain and simple. You really can't screw it up. So that was the only, it wasn't actually. I was going to say that's the only aesthetic change that we're going to make to this thing, but I also really want to get some new wheels. Old girl needs a new set of shoes. So we're just going to put her up in the air a little ways. I'm tempted to also respray the calipers too, just because it looks cool. Again, another aesthetic thing. It's not going to change the performance. We are going to do some minor performance things, but let's actually hop back in the parts truck real quick and we'll head over to the parts store to pick up some new shoes. We'll see what this guy has to say to us today.
Did you know that some pizza delivery customers own all the banded barns? I heard about it last day and I thought this information would interest you.
Always yapping. This dude is always yapping, more so than me. I know I can yap a lot. So these are the wheels that I have in mind because they do sort of look a little similar to what we're already rocking. And also this is going to allow us, you can tell just by the width of the wheel here, we'll be able to run the super skinnies in the front like a proper drag car would. I do want to try to fit these, but they're going to stick out of the wheel well so much. I mean, we don't really have that much room. We don't have this much room, you know what I'm saying? But we could probably squeeze something like this in there So we'll do those for the rear, these for the front. That's 300 bucks a pop and 200 for the fronts. And I'm thinking that the tires, when we mount them, should sort of just be skinny for the skinnies in the front and wider-ish for these other ones. Oh, could we maybe paint these too? I don't even know if I've ever used these wheels, honestly. But anyways, we'll try to respray them once we get back to the garage. They are a 15, so we're going to go with the high wall tires because drag car, you know? That's just kind of what you do. So we'll buy 4 of those, 55 bucks a pop. Get all this stuff loaded up into the parts truck and brought back over to the shop. All right, we should probably try to get these things resprayed before we mount tires on them. So we've conveniently enough already got some black spray paint right there. And I'm going with this color to try to match, you know, what we've already got. I don't want it to be obviously modified until later. We might make it look a little bit different later. You'll see. Okay, well, that's all she wrote. We'll get another can of that. Oh, and since the paint mechanic has changed, let me grab this really quick. Since the paint mechanic has changed, I'm guessing we're probably going to have to clear over top of these as well. Unless we wanted a matte finish, then we could just leave it, but I don't really think I want to do that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice and glossy. That looks good. So we'll do the same thing to these other wheels real quick like, and we'll see if the tire is going to do what I hope it's going to do. So this is a skinny for the front. It does appear to be skinny. Okay, perfect. And then let's try a rear really fast. This looks like a pretty standard width wheel, I'll be honest. It maybe makes the tire a little juicier, a little thicker, but not by much. Those other wheels, though, the other rims, I mean, that would have been insane. I mean, they would have been hanging out like a whole foot past the quarter panel here, and I think it would have looked a little rough. This, on the other hand, is probably going to look pretty dang good. So I'm going to shut up now, and we'll get these tires all mounted, get the old wheels taken off. I'll probably respray the calipers before putting these new ones on, and we'll do a couple of other minor modifications as well. Thankfully, our brake pads seem to have plenty of meat left on them still, so we're going to be able to slide them right back in to our freshly painted calipers. As for the rotors, I decided to chrome these things for really no reason at all. I just think it looks cool. All right, that's going to do it for the aesthetic changes. I mean, kind of. You could argue that the next thing is also just for aesthetics, just for looks, but I want to remove the factory leaf springs here in the rear, and then also the factory torsion bars here in the front, and replace it with the low variant of both of those. Just that way we can, you know, maybe get the power delivered to the ground a little bit more efficiently. It's gonna look cool. Also, it's gonna look really cool. I gotta say, I really do love how easy it is to swap torsion bars, at least here in my garage. IRL, maybe it's a different story, but you just pry them out using the pry tool, and then you slap the new ones in there by hand. Bada bing, bada boom, you're basically done. Ooh, maybe now's my chance to chrome the transmotion. I think I might. You know what? I think I might. And then after that, that's it for the aesthetic or looks changes to the vehicle. okay, worth it. It was worth it. That looks really freaking cool. So now that we have that done, the only real performance change that we're gonna make is with the differential back here. Got that last bolt up there. These three here on the drive shaft. This whole shebang's just gonna come right out. And let's see what we have right meow. We got a 3.8 locked differential, which is fine. But let's see what we've got in the catalog, because maybe there's going to be something that's even better than that. A 3.8 ratio-wise is fairly low. Ooh, there's a 3.2, 2.8, 2.5, 3.0. Do we have anything lower? A 2.0 locked differential. $828, looks like the same price as all the other ones. Sold. All right, hear me out. Normally I wouldn't go that low in ratio. However, this sucker just rips. It rips too hard, honestly. Blows the tires off in first, second, third, and then fourth gear, sometimes fifth. So hopefully if we swap this 2.0 in there, that'll kind of prevent that from happening. It's definitely gonna give us less acceleration, but at the trade-off of having a higher top speed, which could be good, right? Could be good for the drag strip. I think swapping in the 4-speed transmotion instead of, I think we have the 5-speed at the moment, that could have also been good for the drag as well. But it's fine. You know what? It's fine. Let's head on down there, and we'll see what this baby can do. Okay, hold that thought. We do actually have to fill up with fuel first. Oh, right. Fuel door on this machine is underneath the rear license plate for whatever reason. Honestly, kind of sick, right? It's gonna be a lot harder for people to siphon off your fuel if they can't even find it. All right, what's the damage? 81 bucks. Not too shabby. Sure as heck beats that time when all of our injectors popped out on our Supra and we ended up spending, like, I think well over $200 on fuel that we didn't even get to keep in the gas tank. It was rough. All right, and then real quick, let me hop up. We are showing full, which is good. I was kind of worried that maybe our fuel gauge was just broken as well, but doesn't look like that's the case. So, now we can finally make our way out to the drag strip. We are kind of running out of daylight, though. I might sleep. I don't want to hit the drag strip at night. That seems very unsafe. So I'm gonna sleep real quick, and then we'll go there.
The next morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day that we make history together, all right? Our best time currently is 9.03 seconds in the quarter mile. I know our current time to beat says 10 seconds. I'm trying to go 8, all right? I'm trying to go 8 seconds in the quarter mile. We'll see if we can get her done today. I'm half tempted to maybe even start in second gear. Okay, we're gonna have to neutral drop this thing. And I'm expecting, oh, and also hold the e-brake. I'm expecting it to spin slightly. Quite a bit. It is spinning quite a bit. I'm gonna hang on to it though. That's 4th, 5th, 8, 30. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. At Jesus. At speeds like this, we probably should be running a parachute and like have a full roll cage in here, but it's fine. Totally fine. We're gonna head back to the start line. First, claim our reward, claim our brand spanking new trophy. And then I do think I want to try it again, starting in second gear this time. So hopefully we don't spin as much, and maybe we can go faster than an 830. Who knows? From a distance, this trophy looks exactly the same, yeah, as all of our other trophies. I think we currently have 4 trophies back at the shop, but I'll put this sucker in the trunk and maybe we'll be able to get a second trophy while we're out here, right? Oh, I forgot to sign back up for the drag. So we'll do that real quick and we'll send her again, see what happens. This is gonna be kind of hard too, because I immediately have to neutral drop and shift into second gear. That's fourth. How was that worse? And also, how did we go airborne? Excuse me, what? All right, so I guess starting in first gear off the line is better. I want to try it one more time, just to see if we could. All right, what's going on with the suspension? Is it broken? Are we okay? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not even, wait. Don't you dare start that countdown, not yet. Okay, I think I'm good. That was scary. Kind of short shifting it a little bit. There's fourth. 8:23, ladies and gents. Another new record. And we do actually get to go claim an additional trophy, which is kind of funny. So I'm gonna go scoop that thing up. We'll put it in the trunk. And once we get back to the shop, we'll, of course, unload our 2 new trophies and put them up on our shelves. But I'm curious now, since this engine is currently naturally aspirated, what would it do if we added a blower? We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out. Do we just keep getting trophies if we do better than 10 seconds? Because there's definitely 2 trophies over there. All right, hey, I'll take it. I will take it.
Later.
How did we not just turn into a pile of dust? Are you kidding me? I gotta get out and check. Nothing. There's no damage whatsoever. We got so lucky just then, dude. I was slamming on the brakes and it just wouldn't slow down fast enough. I don't really plan on keeping the blower. You know, we're really just doing this for science, but check out our trophy wall now, dude. That's looking real nice. So since the blower would obviously stick out through the hood, and I don't want to spend extra money getting a new hood and having to paint it and do all that, I'm just gonna take this one off and we'll run it like that. I have to be so incredibly careful driving this thing around now, dude. It is insanely touchy. But of course, before we bring it out to the drag strip to make a pass, let me change my camera view here so I can line this thing up. I'd really like to see what it's gonna do here on the dyno. Ooh, and now we're dirt nasty low, so it's gonna get hung up. That's not great. Gonna have to go a lot faster up. Okay, we did it. Let's go pay for our session real quick. 100 schmackaroonies again. I don't really know why my light is on. This thing though, scary. It's the only word I could use to describe it. It is very scary. So let's hop on in and we'll see what she's got. So previously naturally aspirated again with just the 6-pack carburetor, it was slightly over 1400 horsepower, 14.3 something. And this one just at idle is making 267 horsepower. So we're gonna shift all the way up to 5th gear and we'll see what it does. Would have been way cooler if we could have broke into the 2,000 horsepower territory, but 1,991 horsepower is crazy, dude. That's nuts. All right, now we know. Let's go make a pass at the drag strip. We're back, baby. We are back at the quarter-mile drag. I'm real nervous. I don't know if you guys can really see it very easily, but okay. Hang on. Our battery. Oh my goodness! 795, dude. A 7-second quarter mile. That's wild. Oh my goodness. What I was trying to say is the battery there in our engine bay is super like dirty and like the terminals are all corroded all of a sudden. I'm not really sure why that happened, but I gotta give it one more shot because I was kind of distracting myself there on the line. Let's see if we could do slightly better than a 795. That is, I mean, you're cooking. You are cooking if you're doing that. I've created a monster. Plain and simple, I have created a monster. There's fifth. 776. Hang on to it. Oh no! We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Thankfully, I did save prior to even coming to the drag strip. Oh no! Did we pop a tire? I can't really move now. Yeah. Bummer. Ooh, popped the tire and bent the rim. That is crazy, dude. Well, on that bombshell, I guess that is where we're gonna have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.